Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Now, I've got me a Nebula Capsule versus Nebula brand new Capsule 3 Laser. It's been a wild week because I've been testing both of these products out. I've been watching a lot of movies, YouTube, play games on it. And let me tell you, there's just something about laser. And I'm not gonna even get into that right now because I'm getting ahead of myself. So first, if you're looking at both of these products, you're asking yourself, should I get the latest one? First off, the first generation, this is how small it is compared to the third generation, significantly bigger. It's no longer a soda can. It's now an Arizona can. If you get the reference, if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's still very small though compared to a lot of the other projector that I have. Like, this is just a projector that I got from Amazon here. Yeah, so as you can see, it's still like slimmer, I guess. But the weight on this thing, you can tell there's a lot of tech that's in here. And at the same time, both of these has batteries in it, right? And so they definitely have to increase the battery life on this in order to cram more stuff in there. So first off, the difference is that the autofocusing feature on the Nebula the Capsule 3 is amazing. I don't know how they do it, but there's pretty much this little front camera right here that you see. I guess it is a LiDAR detection. But anyway, it focuses the lens for you, and at the same time, that whole keystoning thing that you keep hearing about on regular projector, like for instance, this one right here, here's keystoning right here, where when you tilt the projector up, you want it to still be a square, right? Well, auto keystoning on both is amazing. So that's, you're getting both on that one. But the extra thing about the Capsule 3 is that the focusing, not just keystoning. It does the keystoning automatically on both, but autofocusing on the Capsule 3 is amazing. On the Capsule 1, if you want to focus, there's a little knob on the side right here that you adjust, which I didn't find to be, super crazy or anything like that. I mean, it was easy to use, so no problem there. In terms of the buttons and things like that, they have changed up the button a little bit. Everything, all the buttons and stuff are up here. The volume, hook up to your Bluetooth, and power buttons are up here on the Capsule 1. On the Capsule 3, they've kind of taken the whole Bluetooth button and power button to the side here, kind of like a JBL Bluetooth speaker if you have one of those. And then all the controls and stuff goes up on top here. Now that's great because when I say control, I'm talking about literally control, like you're using a remote control on here to control some of the elements that's on the screen. On the Capsule 1, they don't have that. You have to use the remote in order for you to navigate through the menu and things like that. And I find that actually very cumbersome, using the remote to do that, because sometimes it just pops up a message that says, you want to do this or that. I just want to be able to press this button up here and make it go away, right? Here I have to reach for the remote for the Capsule 1. They've crammed a bit more things in there. So let's say like you have yourself an auxiliary port now. You can plug in a external speaker to it if you want to. HDMI is still there. Both has HDMI, which is great. You can plug in your Roku or anything like that, Fire TV, and it'll work just fine. Now I love the fact that they did update this to USB-C, which is to me is a better charging mechanism. But then again, they don't need a 45-watt charger, which they include in the box right here for the Capsule 3. On the Capsule 1, it uses micro USB, which is, for me, I don't like micro USB. It breaks easily. This port eventually goes out on you, and you can't really charge it up anymore, that kind of stuff. So that, to me, that would be a big concern for me if you have a choice of picking both of these, right? USB-C is much better tech right there. In terms of the installation and things like that, I mean, both has tripod mount underneath here. I was able to, mount this thing on my tripod and just kind of display on the screen. It's pretty easy. So I'm glad they're still keeping all of that. In terms of the speakers, both speaker to me, watching movies sounds really good. I have no problem with that at all. But I know that the Capsule 3 do have better speakers, tech in there. But the Capsule 1 speaker, to my ears, it sounds just fine when you're watching a movie. You know, you're not gonna get, I mean, you're not gonna get a cinema quality movie out of that, right? But it's sufficient. Speakers on the Capsule 3, they upgraded to Dolby. It sounds incredible. So if you have the Capsule 1 and you're thinking of upgrading to the Capsule 3, yeah, audio on that one definitely upgrade it. Now, let's talk about the operating system that's on here. Android 7, I believe, on the Capsule 1, Android 11 on the Capsule 3. Plus, it has Google TV in it, which is fantastic. I'm loving the fact that they include that in there. Even the remote has the OK Google type of button right there where you can just call up the assistant. So that's great right there. When I'm watching a YouTube video and I want to search up something, I just press that button and it just works. It just works really well. So the integration is very good. I'm glad they added that. So I don't have to get like a one of these Roku Fire Stick, you know, in order to attach it on there. But, you know, even so, the Android 7 on here, it's actually pretty good. You can download apps, you know, Android apps from the App Store, and then it works on there. So I think it's sufficient on here. But with the new Google TV on here, it works fantastic. I feel like it's a lot faster. It's more responsive, snappy. The remote works to me a lot better. In terms of image quality, that's where the biggest dividers are. This is the laser version of the Capsule 3. When you're standing there looking at the two, there's just a huge difference. So if you already see the difference in the footage that I have, you're gonna be blown away when you stand in front of it. It's just amazing. I even tested this with other projector that I've gotten. Obviously, they're more affordable projector, but yeah, the difference is night and day with the whole laser DLP right there. It's definitely a big upgrade from version 1 to version 3. So there you go, guys. That's my take on it right there. That's my first week or so of testing both out. And already I can tell you, you're going to enjoy the Capsule 3 a lot more, especially if you put these two next to each other like I did. But hey, you know what? This is a more affordable version. It's smaller. I mean, I wouldn't put this in my bag and take it on the go, right? But this one, I definitely would. So if size is your concern right there, version 1 is definitely the way to go. But in terms of new tech, this is definitely an upgrade. Anyway, that's it for me right there. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.